welcome to Chesterfield Chamber Chat. I'm Danielle Fitz-Hugh, your president and CEO here at the Chesterfield Chamber, and I'm with Chris from Medissage. And Chris is a massage therapist. Let's see, you've been in business for 3 years, so you're still in the struggle, right?
I'm still in the
you're
struggle.
Still in the
yes.
struggle. So, our chamber chat, we've done a few of them now. They're just kind of conversations on what the business is doing, how the growth has been going. And really, we talk about the successes, we talk about the struggle. And so how's the first 3 years been?
It's been good. It was a struggle finding space. That took us a few months. But for the most part, I can't complain too much.
And you always had space? Did you have space starting out, or did you kind of ramp up to space?
Well, I did ramp up. My first office was out of the school that I went to.
Mm-hmm.
I rented the room for about a year.
Oh, okay.
And then decided to branch out a little bit further on this side of town.
But that's kind of nice, though. You had a little bit of protection of not having to go into a full-fledged lease.
Right, exactly.
What terms?
The lease was simple, and it was the right price at that time. But at some point, you just have to take that chance. And
when did you know? When did you know it was time to leave?
Wow. You just know.
Yeah.
I think it
was time.
Yeah, it was just time. Through school and renting that room for a year, I was in that building for 3 years almost, and it was on the other side of town, 45 minutes from my house, and I just felt like I gotta get closer.
And I'm gonna grow my business where I live, right?
In the county that I live in.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So you just have a feeling, and I'm not scared to take a chance, so I take a chance. And it's been working.
So in addition to getting into your own space, and tell everybody, where are you located?
615 Twin Ridge Lane, Chesterfield, 23235.
Right off Midlothian.
Right off Midlothian in North Providence, close to Chippenham, Powhite, just about 15 minutes from most places in the city. So, it's very convenient. And we like it there.
What else? What successes have you had in the first 3 years? You know, getting your own space is a big success, right?
That was a huge success.
But it's also kind of scary because all of a sudden you got this financial commitment.
Yeah, I wasn't really worried about the commitment. You know, I've had cars and houses.
Right.
You know, it's the same thing to me. It's just finding a space in your budget in the area that you want, where your clients will feel safe coming to. So that's a lot of things to try and get with limited spaces available.
Right.
So that was probably our hugest accomplishment. And redoing the inside was a total refurbish. We did floors and
who knew you're gonna have to do construction work?
I had no idea. I've never put in floors before, but I learned, and it got done. So those two things are pretty big accomplishments, and right now we're just trying to build business and more clients and get the word out as to who I am.
So I talked earlier with another member about what things have worked for them on growing their business. So I'll ask you the same things. What things are working for you?
A lot of our business comes through word of mouth. That's a lot of how massage therapy works.
It's a comfort level.
It's a comfort level. Okay, so my friend goes to see this guy, then maybe I'll go see this guy as well.
Just how have you grown your business?
Okay. Also, I've used Facebook, Instagram. I've gotten some business through Instagram. Chesterfield Chamber of Commerce is
one action plan in the steps.
Yes.
Yeah, one piece.
One piece, and the pie. and just trying to find our place and just stay busy.
Well, let's talk a little bit more in depth about the business itself. You know, we were talking earlier. You were talking about your benefits, and we were talking about people see massage as maybe a luxury item,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, what do you think when you think people see massage
It is
as a
not
luxury?
a luxury. Massage is not a luxury. It's a form of healthcare, 4,000 years old, and sometimes.
Is that like with is that old enough, like with acupuncture
Yes,
and all that?
yes.
Okay.
It all comes from the same region of the
Okay.
world. I try to keep things simple.
Mhm.
I've been through the healthcare system as a employee and a patient, so I'm not an alternative to your doctor. I'd like to work
In conjunction.
in conjunction
Yeah.
with. I'm not going to tell you to stop because I'm going to fix you. That's not what I want to maintain your health and preventive maintenance, those types of things, and stress relief. Everybody's stressed about something.
Massage will help with that.
Massage definitely helps with that. Most people are injured, have some kind of ache or pain, or massage helps with that. Massage helps basically with everything that could be wrong with you.
It complements.
It complements
Mhm.
everything, any kind of medical advice you would already be receiving.
Yeah, I know. When we were talking earlier, I talked about like I've had like these set moments of massages in my life, like the honeymoon, right? And having kids, I had massages the last trimester. All 3 of my kids went to the massage there just for comfort, so I could do regular stuff like tie my shoe, you know, get up.
That's funny. That's just the hardest part of my day, actually, tying my shoes. I hear that a lot. People say, "Well, I had a gift certificate 3 years ago."
Mhm. That was me. Probably more than just me.
Use the gift certificate, but
Yeah.
I'd like you to come back.
Right.
Right now, I recommend maybe once a month. More if you can afford. It's really up to you. There is no limit on how many massages you can receive. If you want to do it and you have the money to do it every day, you can do it every day. That's one of the benefits.
Ooh, would that
of
be a
this.
nice thought?
It would. You
Probably not realistic,
You
but
probably sleep a lot. But there are no limits. There are certain reasons, contraindications, where I cannot give you massage. But that is all worked out in your first visit.
So what's the correlation between massages and going to sleep?
It relaxes everything, relaxes all your muscles, lowers your blood pressure. It relaxes your mind. Most people don't get an hour to themselves every day. So just that hour to yourself where you can close your eyes and not worry about anything helps. And my favorite words when people are on the table are, "I'm going home to take a nap." That's exactly what I want you to do.
That's what you want. That's the feeling of
That's
success
exactly what I
when
want
they
you
say
to do.
they're going home
Or
to take a
they
nap.
snore on the table. A lot of people fall asleep. So that's what we try to achieve, and that ultimately makes people feel better when they're sleeping better. They're more relaxed. They're not as stressed. Their muscles, aren't aching them. Their knees aren't aching them. We help with all of that.
So you could be going to physical therapy, working out some whatever that issue is, and in addition to going to physical therapy, you might have some tense muscles. They might be working on some orthopedic or other bone issues of strength.
Ultimately, I like to work in conjunction with physical therapists and chiropractors. It's the same
space,
same type of work, same
Yeah.
space, use the same tools. That's ultimately where I'd like to get to, where we can have all of these people in the same building to help people who come in.
So let's back up. Go back to the business, because our chamber is made up of a variety of sizes of business, but the majority of our members are small to medium businesses, so a handful of employees, which isn't unlike the country, but we typically only hear of the large employers. What should people in their businesses think? I probably should call a massage therapist. What's like one of those triggers where they should go, okay, oh, I heard this, I should call a massage therapist? Or refer, like they heard it from, they're in their group, they're at lunch, whatever, and it's like, oh, that sounds like you might need a massage therapist.
Right. Neck pain.
Neck pain
is most common because
my neck is stiff. I sat at my chair wrong. Yeah.
When you wake up and you have this pain in your neck and you can't move, and it may go away. It may go away in 2 weeks. I had something that was there for 3 weeks and was just trying to work it out myself instead of going and getting a massage.
So the massage therapist needed a massage.
The massage therapist needs massage often. But that's probably one of the most common things. A lot of people have low back pain just from everyday life, driving. You know, you're tense. You're holding on to the steering wheel. Well, those muscles stay tense.
Yeah.
You know, it's just everyday life.
What do you think of the standing desk?
I do like the idea of those.
I've been to a few of our member offices, and they
they
seem really cool. Like I would get in, strengthen your core from being at a standing desk.
I have recommended standing desk a few times, for people who are just sitting all day, and they may complain of their neck hurting. Well, everyone's looking at their phones and computer screens, so everyone has forward head.
Yeah, we're not going to pan over to my desk at all. Yeah.
Well, you could get a standing desk. It would work in here. Just those types of things. Posture related.
Mm-hmm.
The way I'm sitting now, my back hurts a little bit, so I feel myself slouching over. Well, it does hurt, but sit up straight anyway. In the end, it's better for you than giving into the the slouch. Just the difference between people with good posture and bad posture is the people with good posture recognize when their posture is bad and they sit. It's very simple, but it's very difficult.
Right, you gotta remember the bad habit and then correct it.
You have to notice the bad habit and correct it when you do, and eventually you'll see yourself starting to do it on your own.
That's great. Chris, what else do we need to know about, massages? I know, I'm in that category of I'm kind of thinking of it's, things I've got to take a tremendous amount of time out for myself. And what else could I be doing? Is it the luxury items sort of? But what else? I mean, we're going in, I saw somewhere, it was like 120 days to Christmas. Some ridiculously small number that I hated to just even say out loud. But that can be a very stressful period for people trying to get prepared for the holidays.
Right.
So if you're like me and host the family, that's a whole nother level.
Right.
Should people think about getting massages as they go into holiday prep?
Actually, that's probably the busier season. It's colder outside, so people like to feel warm.
Bones are a little stiffer.
Everything's stiff.
Mm-hmm.
So those are actually busier times.
Okay.
And then you have people buying gift certificates, and things of that nature, just to get their sister or their wife or their husband to try it because they've tried it and it has worked for them. So those are perfect ideas to just to try and get on the table, just to see if you will like it or not. It's an hour. I can do 30-minute massages, even chair massages. If you're nervous about being on the table, you can call and ask me anything about massage before you get there. I also have a intake form for you to fill out.
And is it without giving a price preference information, is there some sort of like sliding scale depending on the type of massage, what the costs are? So
yes.
Various types cost different things, so there are all kinds of levels.
Yes. I am right at $69 an hour. Part of my idea is to get the regular person to come in and try massage because
So instead of the mani-pedi,
instead of the
because
mani-pedi,
that's like, that could be
or
about the same.
Starbucks every day, you know, it's not that much money, and I'm still competitive. And I'll make money at
Right.
that rate.
Right.
But the idea is I want people to come.
Yeah.
I also have something I call the blue collar for the person who typically wouldn't come and get a massage. It's only available on weekends. It's right about $55.
You do weekend hours.
Yeah, absolutely. Weekends, early evenings.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much done at 7, but for
That's still
that
pretty
massage,
late,
I try to I'm trying to take out the reasons people don't get massage
Right.
and figure those things out. And I think having things like the blue collar, and that's just what I call it because those guys don't want to come.
So if you're just an everyday regular person,
Yes.
maybe you should consider a massage, and Chris would be your
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Take care of your back.
Yes, your back. If nothing else, your back. I concur.
Yes.
And if you know, if your neck is stiff or you've got a pain point that maybe you just need an extra little something to feel relaxed, right?
Right. Sometimes you just have to try and have the experience. And I think most people that do that come back.
And an hour is your lunch break.
An hour's nothing.
No, an hour's your lunch
I
break.
can
Yeah.
absolutely fit you in at lunch for maybe a 30-minute neck and back type massage, which is cheaper. When I get massage, I typically do the neck and back because that's what I need the most, and that's where I benefit the most. So you can get that for 30 minutes. I think it's $35 or so, and that's one of my most popular. But most people get an hour. But if you're short on time, we can make it happen.
That's awesome. Well, Chris, thank you. I know we kind of did this really quick without a lot of prep time and so forth, but you've done great.
Thank you.
And on to the next chamber chat. Until we see you next time. Thanks for being.
Thanks.